Welcome everyone to Merkaba Energy Healing. So today we are back with another pick a card reading, and we are asking Spirit about your next quantum leap. What massive advancement or leap forward is going to happen next in your life? So we have 3 piles with the Chariot from 3 different decks and 3 different crystals. Pile number 1 with message number 1, we have the Chariot from the Good Fortune Tarot, and it is paired with the aquamarine stone. Pile 2 with message 2, we have the Chariot from the Tarot of the Dragons, and that is paired with the blue quartz. And pile number 3 with message number 3, we have the Chariot from, what is this? The Witch's Garden Tarot. The Tarot of the Witch's Garden, sorry. And it is paired with the orange calcite. So take a deep breath, tune into your intuition, and when you are ready, you can go to the timestamps in the description box below to find your reading, and I will see you over there. Welcome, group number 1. So today we are asking Spirit about your next quantum leap, which is just a very big advancement in your life. Any pronounced change that is advancing you forward is what we're looking at in today's reading. So you chose the Good Fortune Tarot with the aquamarine. We're actually going to put the Chariot back into the deck, and we're going to use this particular deck for your reading. Okay, just take a deep breath with me if you would like. Calling on divine and sacred beings of light and love, my highest and best spirit guides and source itself to please guide this reading for the collective who chose group number 1. We are looking for clarity about their next quantum leap. Please show me clearly, accurately, with as much detail as possible. Rebuking all negative energy. Only divine and sacred energy is allowed into my space. What would you like group number 1 to know about their quantum leap? Can you please show me a significator card, a major card that will tell us about their quantum leap forward? Thank you. Tell us about the quantum leap. Okay, that's too many cards. The quantum leap forward for group number 1. Show me very clearly the quantum leap for group number 1. 8 of Pentacles. This one's also peeking out, so I'm going to take both. Okay. 8 of Cups. So we have 2 8s here, often denoting a quantum leap in abundance. So, this came up in my previous reading with the challenges. I knew a lot of people wouldn't watch that reading because people don't like watching readings about challenges, but this group might be the group that we talked about having to reconsider what you're working on right now, the job that you're in, the career, your projects, considering leaving that behind, because it feels as if the quantum leap that's occurring in your life is the leap you're going to take from the current job or career that you're in into something brand new. We'll ask Spirit about that, but right out the gate, that's what we see here. The 8 of Pentacles is that you've worked hard on something and it's gotten as far as it will get with the 8 of Cups, demonstrating that you may need to leave it behind. They're highlighting that this girl is looking up at the star. So what she's walking away from, what she's walking two rather, is some kind of wish fulfillment, something that she's always, or he's always desired, or they have always desired in their life. Cups, right? It's interesting that we have 8 of Pentacles with 8 of Cups, right? Something that is decidedly of the earthly realm, what you, very Saturnian energy, right? Just sort of, what do you do in the everyday? And then it's foiled by this 8 of Cups, which is your emotions, your heart. I had a feeling that this reading might replicate some of the messages from my previous reading. And I think that was divinely guided, because I think that a lot of messages in the previous reading needed to be heard by more of the collective. So let me know if this is true in the comments down below. Are you feeling unfulfilled in your current career, job, venture, and you know it, and you know that there's something better for you, something that you would desire more, with the star here? Interestingly, when the 2 cards fell out before, I don't know if you saw, there was the star card there, which is both about healing and about possible wishes coming true. So it does feel as though something is being healed in this group with regards to where you're putting your energy, where you're putting your time, and really allowing yourself the permission to do that which you genuinely enjoy. So there's a quantum leap happening in something every day in your lives, most likely your career or your jobs or something that you're working on. Now, let me ask Spirit just a little bit more. Tell us a little bit more about what once the quantum leap occurs, what are they leaping into? What are they leaping into? Can you tell us a little bit more about the quantum leap? Okay, we have Queen of Cups, which makes a lot of sense, you guys, right? You're leaping into your heart. You're leaping into what fulfills you, what fills your cup. And you're leaping into a place that basically tells the world, I won't settle for something less. Okay, the Queen knows what she wants and she goes after it. But the fact that we have the Queen of Cups here mirroring the 8 of Cups that we just talked about is this idea of, are you doing something that actually fulfills you? So the next major step that you take, this quantum leap, is going to be away from something that doesn't fill your cup, that doesn't feel inspired anymore, that feels more like a daily grind, and into something that feels inspired, that feels interesting to you, that where you jump out of bed in the morning. Because they just showed me like that no smoking sign, which is that signal of no to me. I've gotten that signal that symbol before over the snooze button. Like, you won't be snoozing your alarm every single morning to get out of bed in the morning. Can you show us a little bit more about their quantum leap? Show us a little bit more about their quantum leap, please. Oops. A little bit more about this quantum leap. Please and thank you. Actually, you know what I want to ask? I feel like this is one story. Is there any other area of their lives where there is a quantum leap that is occurring? Spirit, show us. Okay, that's way too many. I'll just note that the 4 of Cups is showing itself. Again, denying something that doesn't fill your cup. Show us a little bit more here. Okay, we have the 7 of Cups. Beautiful. And can you say a bit more about the 7 of Cups? Can you clarify that card? Or add to it, since we're just going to use the same tarot deck here. Can you add a bit more to the 7 of Cups? No, you don't want to. Okay, so I'm going to start by saying what they want me to say, which is, in this quantum leap, you're going to have many choices. So it's not so much another story, it's just the second part of this beginning story, where when you do follow your dreams, where you follow that wish fulfillment, what really nourishes you, heart and soul, you're going to have many options. It's almost as if they're asking you to have the courage, they're showing me the Fool card there, to take that leap of faith, because when you do, you'll be heavily rewarded with multiple opportunities for prosperity. That's actually, they just literally put that in my mouth. I didn't even think about that statement before I said that, okay? You're going to have a lot of opportunities for prosperity, a lot of choices here. And they're highlighting the moon in the Seven of Cups card. And so they're really saying, really do listen to your intuition here. Your intuition is really your guide right now. And then we have the World. Okay, I love this card. This beautiful woman dancing. So the World is telling us that this quantum leap, where you're leaving something that you don't enjoy behind, you're gaining inspiration by way of your imagination, your what you always wanted, what you always felt inspired by, really followed by, guided by your heart. You're going to open up to all of these opportunities, and all of these doors are going to open for you. And when that happens, an entire chapter that you've been struggling with, that you've been grappling with, is going to close, and a brand new one is going to open. Before I said that they showed me the Fool card. Well, the World card is the last card in the deck, in the Tarot deck, and the Fool card is the next card, which is the first card in the deck, the 0 point. So they're telling me that when these opportunities arise, you're going to fully close the door on this chapter of struggle that you've been in and open up a brand new one. Let's get one more Tarot card before we get to the Astro. And there it is. Okay? The Six of Wands. And then you will have victory. Then you will feel victorious. You will feel like, okay, I knew it. I needed to listen to my intuition. I needed to listen to my heart. I needed to trust that Source, the universe, would back me. The World is almost like the universe backing you here, celebrating you with this girl dancing here, celebrating your risk-taking by listening to your authenticity. And Six of Wands is being celebrated because you took that leap of faith, that quantum leap. Because you took that leap of faith, people will hold you in high regard. People will pay you for your services. Customers will show up. Opportunities will show up because you will be seen in all of your glory. Guys, when you do what you really love, you don't have to fake it to make it. You don't have to have good salesmanship. I don't know how to put this. I'm not in any of these fields, but you don't need to really advertise yourself to the nth degree. You just have to be exactly who you are, and your energy is what's going to emit from, your services description, your website, so on and so forth. It's that idea that when you're in your authenticity, you don't protest, right? Protest too much. Like, you won't have to protest. You don't have to argue your point. You don't have to say, listen, I'm really good, trust me, or have a million testimonials on your website. Your energy will tell the tale. Your honesty, your authenticity will tell the tale. It's much easier to sell whatever you're selling or to advertise it when it's truth, right? Rather than, trying to be something that you're not. So I want to just grab a couple of cards from the Astro deck. Can you tell us what areas of their life this quantum leap is occurring? Sorry, guys, I'm a little bit tired today. I wasn't even sure if I was going to do this reading, but they said just do a short one. So here I am, just doing a short reading. Oh my goodness, cards flying everywhere. My spirit guides, what area of group number one's life is there going to be a quantum leap? Or tell me just more about the quantum leap, the energy of the quantum leap. Okay, thank you. Okay, only one came out here. Okay, that's very interesting. South Node, card number 33. So immediately we see that the quantum leap is occurring in the area of karma, something that needs to be cleared. This reminds me of the Eight of Cups. The South Node is something that you came into this life with, that you grappled with most likely as a child, that might have followed you into adulthood, but that is now clearing now. And they're showing me again the Star card there. Something is healing from the past, some repetitive patterning that kept showing up in your everyday world, most likely in your work, that kept you stuck, that kept you doing something against what you knew you should be doing, okay? All right, I just realized that I took my ring off before to wash my hands, and let me put that back on. I knew something was missing in this reading. Let's get one more energy for you guys regarding the quantum leap. Ooh, and then I love this. And then we have card number 22. You guys, you have two master numbers, 33 and 22 here, where the South Node can often keep you stuck. Mars is what propels you forward. And, you know, we have that, that conjunct, what is it, Saturn and Neptune in Aries, but nevertheless it's Aries and Mars rules Aries. There is a call for us to move forward in the everyday, in you know, the everyday tasks, Saturnian energy. I don't want to go too much into that, but that just came to mind. So there's definitely this energy of a quantum leap beyond something that has been keeping you stuck, karmically tied to something that is releasing now, that you are leaving behind, and being replaced by or with motion, Mars energy. We talked about the word inspired before. Mars brings inspiration. Okay, it's the Wands energy in the Tarot. So there's definitely a sense that your quantum leap is going to bring motion, movement in the direction of your dreams. As long as you follow that sign that says, this is not right for me anymore, this is the right direction to go in, another direction is the right way to go, you will get your Six of Wands, you'll get your victory, you'll get the world, you'll get a whole new beginning, and you'll get Mars, everything moving in the direction that you would like it to go, and many opportunities showing up, particularly opportunities for greater prosperity. Okay, my dear group number ones, thank you so much for staying for that reading. If you like the video, please do give it a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow. If nothing else, I'll see you at the next reading. Much love and many blessings. Welcome, group number 2. So, today we are asking Spirit about your next quantum leap. Where is there going to be a major advancement in your life? This is going to be a fairly quick reading. I'm a little bit low in energy today, but sometimes the quick readings give the answer that you're seeking. So I took the Chariot out of each of these tarot decks, and this is the Chariot from the Tarot of the Dragons, and that's paired with the blue quartz. Okay, so we're going to actually put this back in the deck. And we are going to ask Spirit, divine and sacred beings of light and love only, to please guide this reading for the collective who chose pile number 2. We are looking for clarity about their next quantum leap. Show us the main energy or energies of this quantum leap, please. Where is this happening? For my pile number 2s, where is this quantum leap happening? Please and thank you. Where is this quantum leap happening? Show us very clearly the significator card. My highest and best spirit guide, show me very clearly. Where is the area of this quantum leap? I see, okay. And we start with, we start with the 9 of Wands. Let me sit with this a second. Okay, you guys, so I was going to pull another card, but my guides just told me to pause for a second and sit with the card. And immediately what I heard with the 9 of Wands was the end of the struggle. Spirit guides, please guide me. I'm hearing that you won't have to work so hard to what, my guides? Well, they're saying basically for everything. It feels like this group has been under, it looks like an avalanche. And you kept having to sort of, I don't know what this exactly means, but you had to almost crawl your way out of this burden, this overwhelm, and you kept crawling your way out and struggling and struggling and struggling. And it's like the moment you thought your head was above water, down you went again. And I'm starting to clear through my body now, which didn't happen at all in group number 1. So you guys are going through some kind of profound healing from this pattern of struggle. So some kind of quantum leap is occurring from this state. We'll ask into what, but the first message is very clear that the struggle is over. This idea of, well, they're saying the word over is strong. It's a process, but what is beginning to unfold is a more peaceful and contented way of being in your life. Thank you for correcting me, my guides. Sometimes us as tarot readers, we can use extreme words and I don't know, they sound very silly and disingenuous to me, and I don't like that. I mean, I don't like hearing it, and I don't like being that person, because things may happen overnight, but my sense that I'm getting when they corrected me there was, you're going to begin to see signs that life is going to feel easier. And so I feel like there's guidance for this group about being mindful of your thoughts, how you're thinking about your life, and whether you're wondering, how difficult is this next phase going to be? Already bracing to put a lot of work into things, because the moment you brace, you're telling your nervous system, this is something to be concerned about. And then that energy gets projected out and co-creates your reality. Okay. This is not easy to do. I've been in this energy before, okay? And it's not easy to do. My greatest tip, if this resonates with you guys, is to return to gratitude whenever possible. I'm not here to spiritually bypass or to sugarcoat challenge. When you're going through this and when you're going through the process of leaving this behind, if you feel like you're constantly bracing, wondering when the next struggle is going to arise, where you have to work really hard, they're giving me an example of if you call, let's say Amazon, and one of your orders was incorrect. The moment you dial the number or however it is that you get connected to customer service, you're already, seething. You're really already getting so angry. And the moment that person gets on the phone, you're like, I can't believe it. I'm an Amazon Prime member and I ordered this silly $5 thing. And you're already bracing to fight this person. So they want you to be mindful of that energy that you go into life with, assuming that things are going to be a battle and that you're going to have to sort of fight your way to be heard, to be understood, to not always assume that you have to expend this much energy, I'm hearing. To basically take a breath before you go about these communications with people that you might assume are going to be difficult to deal with, because the tide is turning for this group. And that struggle to be heard, to be understood, for things to come to fruition, for things to turn around for you, is starting to fade now. And whenever this has happened to me, and it's happened a lot in my life, the only thing that kept me grounded was gratitude, right? Not sugarcoating the bad, but alongside it, asking myself, what can I feel grateful for? And honestly, that's been my savior throughout my life, is seeking gratitude. Okay, let's get some more information about this. I want to hear a little bit more about what you're leaping into. So my spirit guides, can you clarify for group number 2, if they're they're making a quantum leap out of this energy of the 9 of Wands, what are they leaping into? Can you show us very clearly? What are they leaping into? Thank you. Oh, look at that, you guys. You got the Fool. Look at this little tiger next to this dragon holding this rose. Oh, they're showing me a few different things here. So I just want to say the first thing is, which one should I say? Okay. So first thing is, it's a Fool card. The Fool card denotes a brand new beginning. Okay. Some amazing new start. So we're talking about a quantum leap from struggle, from strife, to something fresh and new. And I think that's why they were guiding me to advise you guys to be mindful of the energy behind things as you move forward, because this new path that wants to open for you might feel constricted if the energy that you've been in remains. It doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It just might be harder to see the precipice. It might be harder to see the signs that the universe is sending you, telling you that something is changing when you're bracing all the time, you know, which again, I understand is very hard to do. They're telling me the breath can constantly bring you back to center. So if gratitude doesn't work or it's not enough, just be mindful of your breath. And the other thing that they showed to me was friendship. There's some kind of quantum leap when it comes to friendship for this group. I don't know if you guys have friends, don't have friends. I would say a lot of people in the lightworker community do not have a lot of friends. And the ones that they do, they might be scattered all over the world. And it's interesting because when I noticed this adorable tiger, a lot of you guys know I love all kinds of cats. I also love dragons, by the way. What I heard was unlikely friendships. So this dragon and this little baby tiger, they're friends in this card. And there's something about you guys opening up not just to new energies with regards to struggle, like as an umbrella idea, but opening up to new kinds of people. This does feel like there's a quantum leap when it comes to friendship, and that you're going to have, they just said, people with different stripes. See this little striped tiger? Different background than you, different dress than you. They may look like an unsuspecting, sorry, let me retract this. Sorry guys, I'm very, very tired. Let me ask Spirit, what adjective you want me to use here? They are saying unsuspecting, that it's almost as if this person's going to roll up and you're not even going to see them coming and you're just going to fall in love with them. I'm talking about a friend now, somebody that, from the jump, you're just going to be like, this person is definitely going to be a good friend of mine. So don't write off people who seem somewhat different than you, I'm hearing different walks of life, because they may quickly become part of your soul tribe. Oh, I love that so much. My guides, what else do you want to tell group number 2 about their quantum leap? What else is going to happen after the 9 of Wands closes out? Can you tell us more about this new chapter? Tell us a bit more. Okay. Ooh, we have Temperance. Well, that's very interesting because it does feel as if they were talking about temperance with the 9 of Wands, where they were asking you to alchemize that anger, that frustration into clarity, into stillness, into thoughtfulness before you get on the call with that telemarketer, with that customer service person, with the cable guy, whatever it is, okay? It does feel as if there's a quantum leap into emotional balance for this group. Whereas before, it might have been difficult to maintain emotional stability when your world felt constantly chaotic. That's how they're showing it to me. And so there's no judgment here. There's no criticism. There's just a gentle reminder that something can change. And if you're open to this new start happening, just be aware of the energy behind the things that you say, do, think, etc., because that can thwart some of this energy or make it more difficult for you to see it. But the moment you open your heart to the possibility that this 9 of Wands energy can change, then the Fool card, the new beginning, will begin. The right people, very likely friendship, going to cross your path. And you're going to feel a lot more emotionally stable, a lot more even keel. You're not going to need to work so hard to prevent yourself from bracing. You just won't feel the need to brace anymore. What they're showing me is almost as if you're timeline jumping, so that it's less that, again, that's so funny. So they're saying it's not that you even have to work to stop that bracing. You just have to be aware that you want to let it go. And that will help you shift into a timeline where it's almost as though there is zero cellular memory. There is zero neuronal in the brain, neuronal memory or cognitive memory of this struggle. So it's as if the ego will not brace because it's like, I've never had to brace. What do you mean? What are you talking about? It's not like you're going to forget the struggle, but you're going to forget the defensive mechanism that has been built like a fortress in your egoic system, in your defensive system. It's just not going to be there anymore because you're not going to view the world as strife-ridden, as just so profoundly difficult. You're just not going to see it like that anymore with this quantum leap. Okay. So let's get a few astro cards. I want to see any other areas of your life. Show me the areas or anything more about this quantum leap for my group number 2s. Okay, we have 2. Oh, look at that, guys. We have Jupiter abundance. Card number 23. So when I asked at the beginning, sometimes I forget what I say, but when I asked in what areas is the struggle stopping or where the quantum leap is going, I think they said everything. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was this group. They said everything, everywhere. That's Jupiter. Abundance everywhere. Why abundance? Why Jupiter? Because energy is our currency. It's not money. It's not lovers. It's not our house. It's our energy. And when the 9 of Wands shows up on the scene, we're talking about energy here. When your energy shifts and you suddenly open up to a new path, I'm hearing a new paradigm, a new way of living, everything balances out in your favor. So abundance is surely right behind it, right? And then we have this card sticking out. And we have Venus. Are you kidding me right now? Card number 21. Love, beauty. It's almost as if they're telling me you're going to have permanent rose-colored glasses. That's what they just said with the rose on this card. This group will have permanent rose-colored glasses. And it will not be the saying rose-colored glasses as if to insinuate that it's falsified beauty in some way, but actually cemented, permanent perspective of beauty, because they just showed me the Hanged Man there, that your perspective is going to fundamentally shift in this quantum leap. And in that fundamental shift of perspective and energy shifting, your energy signature will become aligned with abundance, aligned with beauty, aligned with love. And I'm hearing what you seek will be seeking you. So that is prosperity, and that is love and beauty and feeling nourished and feeling fulfilled and feeling vitality. All the things, you guys. I mean, that's just an absolutely stunning, beautiful reading. And we are out of time, so I guess I'll stop right there. Well, thank you guys so much for staying for this reading. That was such a joy to read for you guys. If you liked the video, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. If nothing else, I send you guys so much love and so many blessings. Until the next reading, take very good care. Welcome, group number 3. Today we are asking Spirit about your next quantum leap. So, what area of your life or what energy, whatever they want to show us today, is there going to be some kind of massive advancement? Okay? So you guys chose the orange calcite. I love this little stone. And the Chariot from the Tarot of the Witch's Garden, which we are going to put back in the deck and pull fresh cards. So as I shuffle, I'm just going to call on my highest and best spirit guides to please guide me in this reading for the collective who chose message number 3. Please show us accurate, clear, detailed messages regarding their next quantum leap. Show us only that which is accurate, kind, and clear, rebuking all negative energies, all manipulative energies. This space is only open to divine and sacred beings and information of light and love, guided by source. Okay, group number 3. Let's ask your spirit guides and my spirit guides and your higher self to tell us about your next quantum leap. Show us the overall energy of the next quantum leap, please. What is the overall energy of their next quantum leap? Oh, wow. Goodness gracious. We start with the Ace of Cups. Love. This feels like love. This feels like divine love, actually. Let's get another card before I rush ahead. But immediately, this is about heart fulfillment. This is about source gifting you. It's going to be so evident and so clear to you that divine is gifting you with something, especially with the dragonflies here and this crow bringing in a pentacle into the cup. It's as if luck is coming your way, and also with the lotus flowers down here. It's prosperity. It's spiritual advancement. I'm going to get more clarity here, but it feels very much as though you're quantum leaping into feeling highly fulfilled in this next phase in your life. Spirit, can you tell us more about the Ace of Cups? Can you show us what area or areas or anything else about the Ace of Cups with regards to their quantum leap? Please and thank you. Show us the card clearly. Show us more. Oh, goodness. A whole bunch of cards came out, so I'm not going to take them, but I did see the Empress, which is like abundance everywhere. But let's get a few more shuffles going. Okay. Ooh, we have 8 of Swords. I didn't even know if I should pull that out. Okay, so the first thing with the 8 of Swords, I didn't even see that coming, is this idea that any area of your life, this is similar to group number 1, where you felt really stuck, really alone, really, I heard the word scared. The way that she's floating here, this card always bugs me out a little bit because I know her hands are tied behind, but it just gives a very freakish, I don't know, feeling to me. What they're showing me with the 8 of Swords, this is very interesting. I know I didn't complete my sentence there, but they're just giving me a very interesting message here. Some of you might have felt a bit out of body for most of your life, I'm hearing. You might have not felt like this life was on your side. And so you might have risen up to connect with your guides, to tarot readers, to energy work, things that really don't feel a part of the 3-dimensional world. And it's very interesting that in this particular deck, the Ace of Cups has what appears to be a human hand, right? Because there's nails that are painted here. There's a crow in this card where a pentacle is being dropped. And then we also see the lily pads with these flowers, and we see dragonflies. We don't really see a hand of God here, per se. It's almost as if they're saying that everything in your material world is going to start. I just heard, oh wow, guiding your soul back into your physical form. That is just how I heard it. So I don't know if you guys have ever been to psychics or readers or healers who have said that your soul, or it's usually not your entire soul, but aspects of your soul might be hanging on the outskirts of your auric field, or might have jumped out of your body during a traumatic experience. And you'll often hear shamanic practitioners talk about retrieving aspects of your soul or soul retrieval in a lot of their work, because a lot of trauma that we experience on our earth plane can throw a part of our soul out of the physical body. This can happen the moment you're born if being born into the earth plane was shocking to your soul. And so I'm getting the sense with this group that you might have felt this for a very long time, really out of your body. It's almost when it shows her risen above these swords, it's not even that you're in your mind, it's that you're kind of out of this dimension completely. And so when I ask about the significator card, where the quantum leap is going to happen, they're basically showing me everywhere. The problem with people who tend to have heavier upper chakras, or chakras that are more activated in the upper field, okay? The throat, the third eye, the crown, or the third eye, the crown, and the soul star chakra, is that their heart chakra at some points may actually be closed off. I've seen one of two things. I've seen many things, but what comes to mind are one of two different scenarios. One is that the heart chakra is completely shut down, so a lot of trauma in this life, lack of love, lack of accurate reflection, lack of appropriate support, that threw the person into their upper chakras and completely out of their lower chakras. And so the heart chakra, which is the throughway station between the upper three and the bottom three, just got shut down. Okay. And so they just reside mostly in the upper field. The second option is that the heart chakra is separated. So the four upper chakras are separated from the lower ones. Sometimes you'll see a plate, or you'll see an obstacle between the heart chakra and the lower chakras, or between the heart and often the solar plexus chakra, which is the I am consciousness. I've seen this, and I've also experienced it in my own field, and those are implants. I don't want to go too far afield for those who are not maybe keen on hearing about archonic energy and implants and programs and stuff like that, but that's what I've seen. And so a lot of light workers were siphoned off from their lower chakra so that they couldn't root their powers that ran through their upper field into the earth. So I reckon that a lot of people in my community are light workers and have experienced this. And so the major quantum leap for this particular group is that you are coming down into your lower chakras. Specifically, your heart chakra is opening with the Ace of Cups here in particular. So they're not showing me the Ace of Wands. It's not just energy. It is Cups, which is your heart chakra, okay? And with all of these other symbols here, there's a denotation of other areas of your life in the 3D opening up as your heart chakra opens, telling me that your solar plexus, your sacral, and your root will open, and you will ground more into this planet. And we'll see what will happen when this occurs. We'll ask follow-up questions. But you'll know if this reading resonates here, right? Because you will know if you have not felt grounded, no matter how much you put your feet on the grass, or you do sage or salt baths. It's like you keep getting thrown back up into your three upper chakras, okay? It's a very highly psychic group, but many of you can deal with chronic illness. I've seen that a lot. I deal with chronic illness. This is my story in part. And so listening to tracks that activate the solar plexus chakra, the sacral, and the root would be very good for this group. And if you have any notion, any idea, any thought that your heart chakra is not completely open, then start with the heart, okay? And then, start with the heart and then go root, sacral, solar plexus. Or just go in order, down or up. It's whatever speaks to you. But the heart is really what needs attention. Okay, let me ask my guides. So once they come back down and they're more rooted and their heart chakra opens, can you tell us a little bit more but in addition to these symbols here, can you tell us a bit more about what they are quantum leaping into? Show us very clearly, please. What are they leaping into? Please and thank you. What are they leaping into? So, when they talked about love at the beginning, this starts with self-love, and you don't necessarily have to lack self-love. It's more turning that switch on fully of self-love, because that's the heart, that's your authentic spirit, and connecting it to the parts that exist on the 3D realm. So not just saying I love myself as a healer, as a galactic guide, as an Akashic record reader, but I love myself as, I'll just say for me, a psychologist, a daughter, a girlfriend, a cat mom, okay, or whatever it is, lover of plants and animals. Like, it's about loving yourself in the 3D and fully immersing yourself in the 3D. But let's see what Spirit has to say. What is my group number 3 quantum leaping into? Whoop, that just flew off the table, you guys. Let's see what it is. Oh, and we have 6 of Cups. Wow, this is a very complex message. 6 of Cups is a return to innocence. Okay, so you know how I said that many light workers have a closed heart chakra because their earlier experiences on the planet were rife with trauma in some way, or some challenge experience on the 3D realm. Not just that they're connected more to the cosmos and the angelics and the galactic guides, but because something actually happened on the 3D realm that didn't welcome their energy. Okay. So the 6 of Cups comes onto the scene telling us that this quantum leap is going to give you a second chance at innocence. It's going to give you a second chance to experience wonder, a second chance to experience unconditional love, unconditional and accurate reflection. I love that in this particular card, we have these 2 friends basically looking at one another directly. And they look like the same age, these little fairies, and they're just friends. And so there's this idea of being accurately seen and loved for all that you are, so that your soul can feel safe to fully return to your body, trusting that love is coming in all forms, and that you will be loved for exactly what you are, which is your innocence. Right? Children don't fake things. They are exactly who they are until the world tells them otherwise. And then they begin to shapeshift into what they believe would allow them to be better received. And what I'm seeing in future generations is that's going to happen less and less and less, because the souls are going to know themselves so well, they're not going to need to do that. May we all be around to see that happen. But for this group, this is a return to innocence, allowing the quantum leap into a full-on experience of unconditional love and unconditional regard from yourself, from others, and experiencing that from the divine. I mean, it's just a really beautiful message for this group. Now, I'm going to do this because I did this for the other group, but I don't know exactly how this is going to translate, but we'll see. Let's just get a couple of astro cards to see more about this quantum leap. Did that just came out? Yeah, one came out. Oh my God, and we have Pluto. Guys, rebirth. We literally just talked about this with the 6 of Cups. It's like you're starting a whole new life, quite literally. There's just this sense of, and it's interesting, right? Because Pluto rules the 8th house, and the 8th house is probably one of the most challenging houses. I have a stellium in the 8th house, so I know the 8th house well. Maybe some of you are Scorpios. I mean, that doesn't come up strongly, but I'm just mentioning that. So there might be rebirth through the world understanding you the way you are someone who understands the occult, right? You might have always been the black sheep, the one who sought out the mysteries and the wonder of the world. There's this feeling of you guys really wanting to understand and seek out the truths of the worlds, the mystery of the world, and not being well received in that search, let's say. And so this quantum leap is bringing in a huge rebirth where you will be very loved, very respected, I'm hearing, and very well received for exactly who you are. And that really the only way to have this quantum leap fully take shape is for you to call all of your soul back into your body and ground into your lower chakras and say, I choose to be here on the earth realm now because I'm here for a very important purpose that only I myself can fulfill. And that is the truth. Okay, you guys, with that, I'm going to close out the reading. I send you guys so much love and so many blessings on your path ahead with this amazing rebirth. And if you did like the video, please do give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel grow. And if nothing else, I will see you in the next reading. Take very good care.